What is up, you guys? Steven Milhausen here. Walkway to Fight Club. A lot of things going on. My life personally, professionally, and I want to make sure I'm clear with everyone. I am sorry for there we go. I'm sorry for not doing these much, not doing them often. I had a lot going on personally. Those issues are just gonna be what they are, and I got to learn to deal with it. But that affected my professional vision I have going forward after leaving the zone 2 months ago. I want to thank USA Today, Wrestle Junkie, for letting me go to WrestleMania, write a couple awesome pieces on Kevin Owens, Trick Williams, and the WWE 2K24 tournament. That was really cool. I had a great time. 5-year-old me got to live out a dream, and you would think with all the outlets I have been at, Bleacher Report, Sporting News, and DAZN, that would have happened. But unfortunately, one thing or another, that didn't happen. But let's get right into this, and I want to make sure perfectly clear. This is going to be regular, very, very regular, where we at least one type of podcast a day will be happening. Something is going to go up on this YouTube channel every single day. Subscribe to the channel. Do that instantly. If you can't watch video-wise, go to Apple, Spotify, Google Play, all your favorite podcasting platforms, and just hit that subscribe button. Download, rate, and review. Get back up in the iTunes rankings. Very, very quick podcast. It's literally going to be a couple-minute banger now, but I want to get this out because I think it's very important regarding The Rock. And big controversy, like you see here, The Rock tardy to WrestleMania 40 match. It was reported this morning from The Wrap about Dwayne The Rock Johnson being reportedly, allegedly, we'll use all these different hyperboles, of being late to up to 7 to 8 hours for filming The Red One, which is going to be on Amazon later on this year, during around November-ish, is from what they are being told. But the wrestling aspect of this is where I want to get into it, not just because it's The Rock. It is reported, allegedly, they're reporting that for his WrestleMania 40 match with Roman Reigns against Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, he was allegedly 3 hours late. Now, I want to read this from The Wrap. I'll have this up so you guys can read it. Earlier this month, he was 3 hours late, arriving ahead of his main event match at WrestleMania 40, two insiders told The Wrap. For WWE World, a WWE fan event in Philadelphia leading up to WrestleMania 40, Johnson showed up 2 hours behind schedule, drawing boos from the crowd and criticism from the local Philadelphia press. According to a WWE insider, Johnson's late arrival was due to other WWE commitments, as well as traffic in Philadelphia on the way to WWE World venue in Center City. Chris Gentile, WWE's executive vice president for talent relations and head of communications, told The Wrap, Dwayne was not only on time for WrestleMania, he was hours early to help with rehearsal, and a pleasure to work with throughout the entire run. Now, a lot there to digest. Let's work backwards. Let's go to WWE World. I was there. I was in Philadelphia. I can say he was very late. He was scheduled for 5 Eastern, 4 Central. Could understand Philadelphia traffic is going to get a little hectic. It was hectic when I got there. Driving in, I got in that Thursday morning. It was pretty hectic. The hotel, the airport to the hotel where I was staying at took about 40 minutes when it should have taken around 20. I can understand traffic, but it means you leave it a little bit early. I'm sorry. There's no excuse to be 2 hours late for a fan event. This is for the fans. That part is 100% accurate. He was late. The crowd wasn't happy every time a new montage was played in video package. A lot of fans were upset, booing. I'll even put that up I'll put that up in the video as well, because I think it's very important to really dive and correlate with you guys how much the fans were upset. Now, also, talent was upset that was backstage. talent was going to do right after The Rock went on. Stuff was going to get set up for the WWE 2K24 video game tournament. I was backstage while they were waiting for while The Rock had not arrived yet. Was doing some interviews, talking to a couple talent, some talent I know, some upper management I know, reconnecting, talking for just a very short time. It's a hectic time, obviously. They were the talent. Some of the talent I talked to, very, 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 very upset with The Rock, as they should have been. They were told to get there at a time. They were on time. He was not. They dealt through the same stuff he had to go through. And they were upset at the fact that why is he not here on time, but I can show up on time. And we're doing the same media commitments. To me, I agree, and I agree with the talent. There's no reason that should happen. That's just being unprofessional. Any way you want to look at it. You shouldn't, especially when the fans are paying their hard-earned money to be there, and they're paying their hard-earned money to see you. Not anyone else are coming to see you. His line, the people there were more people there to see him that were there to see Cody Rhodes when he did the same thing earlier in the day. So that's totally on him. There's no excuse. You know there's going to be heavy traffic. Prepare better than you did. Shame on him for that. I don't care what the excuse is. The fans were there, spent their hard-earned money. Some traveled across the world, across the country to see you. Make the fans a priority. And also, was he late, 3 hours late to prepare for his match? I did not hear that. That was news to me. Chris LeGentile and people, I'm going to do another podcast for either later today or tomorrow morning, and Chris LeGentile will get brought up. But I've known Chris from DAZN. Chris is a straight shooter. I'm just going to be completely blunt and honest. I've known Chris for 6 years. Not as close as we used to, just because he's busy. I'm extremely busy. But when I do see him, I saw him at Mania. We had a quick chat, gave each other the bro hug, caught up for a minute, and then he went his way, I went my way, and I enjoyed the rest of my time. And so did he, obviously. But I have not heard that. That one I'm really sketchy about, because from the reports I've been given, he's been very early, willing to work with talent, and especially with his program, he's been very hands-on with this program, but he's also been very helpful with other talent that was not just on the show, but when he's seen him at Raw or SmackDown, he's been very helpful with other talent. So that one I'm a little sketchy, and I'm going to really side there with, I hate taking sides, but just talking to people in the magnitude of that match, I do know, and he showed up with Roman. So it wasn't like, him and Roman are going to be 3 hours late. So that one, I'm going to scuttle about that one, and I'm going to call BS on the wrap. But there will be another podcast later today or first thing Friday morning. But don't forget, hit that subscribe button, search the Walkway to Fight Club, hit the subscribe button, like, and comment on this video. You can follow me on Twitter. It's right down there. That's my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. So make sure you guys follow me there at SMealhausenJR. This podcast will be available on the audio version later on Thursday. Apple, Spotify, Google Play, all your favorite platforms. Give it a 5-star rating. I will call Rob Van Dam, and he will give you the 5-star frog splash. This is Steven Mielhausen. I'll talk to you guys next time.